you demean you would say I was fake. You ain't no faking me. You left time hard to set you stay with me. Niggas broke up in the band, I got like hate on me. For a freak, but it's like dick. She speaking Cantonese. Fuck the nigga bitch. You gave her back because the pussy weak. You went the streets, but you ain't got the heat. You know we great for keeps. Got no patch. Triple crown, club, everything is feet. My whole team falling. If you girl, it ain't just people here. Make them drink, but it's the pussy good. We going to Burger King. I'm at the college club. I need some brain hand and I was good. I'm telling you, and I keep them supposed to pass today. $1 million box in the jewelry, riding real estate. That's like when y'all ran up a honey. We is not the same. My bad could've busted down, but I was plain Jane. Making jewelry painted all the full before I had to change. I was catching all the bitch who pays me just to give me brain, baby. If you love me, go and set everybody on the plate. I was getting the cup between my slave around and pick it up. All this niggas that was sliding, really scared of us. And past 10 years, trying to fuck me, trying to cover up. Nigga fighting tabs on me till we try to bust us out. Some money now, but I'm still stuck in my ways. And baby said she worried about me, said she want me to praise you. For me to you and me, and I ain't here for the days. I guess for sure when I was young, I gotta take to the girls. Left for my door, bitches up and we ain't take no face. She ain't my nigga, I don't know how to change. She's fucking my eyes. She's fucking my eyes. Ain't never the same. Fucking her friend, cause I'm the king of I'm changing the game. Like I'm that nigga who make beats. You can't treat me the same. Everybody think I'm rapping, I'm just speaking my pain. Don't judge me cause I'm by the past. I'm gonna hold it for lane. Yeah, I'm less somebody now, but I'm just stuck in my ways. And make the past a couple weeks, not a crowd for days. Baby says she worried about me, says she want me to pray. If it was you up in my shoes, and I would treat you the same. And baby said that I ain't perfect, but don't want me to change. And they ain't let me in the door, so I just broke through the frame. And did my dirt when I was young, that's why I think I'm insane. Too many dark clouds on me while I'm filled with this pain. Too many times I helped you out, and you ain't do me the same. I fuck you good, beating your back, you used to scream out my name. Fucking you from missionary, you look pretty and big. Every time I beat it, you started off, I think it's pretty.
Welcome, or should I say, hello. How you doing? Welcome back. It's your guy. Who am I? Stimp Beefie, motherfucking big fly. You know what I'm saying? Give a happy birthday to my nigga Demetrius. You know what I'm saying? It help you getting it much better. But the beef is just turned to young, fancy, funky, free, 20 motherfucking 8 years old. Just went gray hella early because the game is so deep. They don't even understand me, youngin. So it's like this and it's like that. When we do it, we bring it back. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. All I know what really is going on. You better take appreciation of who the fuck you is, because this world that's going on right now, the shit that's outside that's happening with these motherfuckers protesting everywhere, right for the other people to be doing shit that they ain't got no business doing. And getting all offended about it. We in a world where people have selective outrage. Get enraged and offended at what you choose to at the time you want to. Then you get a bunch of people to follow right behind you because anything they see, everybody want to be like monkey see, monkey do. But you better pick your battles, and every hidden mountain ain't for you to climb and die on. You better figure out what is yours and what ain't yours. Sometimes you need to fall back and let other people react. You know what I'm saying? Because this ain't your fight, homeboy. Unless you got what they say, a dog in it. But now, you know what I'm saying? We're going to leave certain shit alone. We're going to go on to be great. One more time, it was the Beef's birthday over the last week. Motherfuckers went out and did it. Did it nice. Did it cool. You know what I'm saying? Stimp don't be trying to do hella much like when he was a young nigga. When he was out there doing his life, he just chilling now. As you know, calling it from the booth, calling it how I see it. You know what I'm saying? Commentating the way these people play their game. And drop my insight and knowledge on it. You know what I mean? But, you know, they ate nice, came through, the fam came through. And it was a good time. It was a good time. Laughs was had. Beverages was passed. And food was consumed. And you know, and history was made, if you understand me. Some of you might not, and you won't understand it. It ain't for you. But just understand history was made. And today is the day where we got the NBA Finals, Game 5 going on. OKC is whooping on them right now. But it's halftime, or maybe halftime might be over. We're gonna try to find out in a second and see what's going on. But you got protesters, you got Trump versus Elon. That's a whole other thing. That shit is getting crazy. You got two bullies going to funk with each other. They got paper and resources. See, but Trump got the ultimate resource. He got the military. You know, unless Elon got some rogue act, some motherfuckers gonna be doing some shit. You know what I'm saying? We are still at the halftime. 59 OKC 45. Indiana 14-point lead. These leads don't mean shit because for some reason Indiana just stays tough and plays everybody tight. And motherfuckers end up doing things that they just balls start spinning off, going out, people stepping out of bounds, missing free throws and shots and things. That's what happens when people get to going up against these Pacers. I told people the Pacers are going to pull off the upset of upsets, and you know. So I know I'm even supposed to be doing this, and I'm hoping that don't get cut off. But check this out. Oh, and for you people that say about I need to apologize for the things that I said during the podcast. I'm not. And why should I? Because I'm speaking the truth that a lot of y'all people just don't want to deal with and face that is shit going on, that the things that the people are going through or what they're going through, except for the unfortunate ones, because like I said, it's the same thing as when little Timmy is walking to the store to go get his mama some milk so she can make some mashed potatoes or whatever, or some cereal for him or whatever. And them dudes that's funking with them, the ops, as people want to call them, come through and slide and letting off, and little Timmy caught around. And now little Timmy dead, but the niggas on the block ain't. You know what I'm saying? That's that fucked up shit. Yes, it happens. This is America. That's what it is about being an American. You got to deal with some things that's a little bit fucked up and not the way you want it from time to time. You know, that's this is that's why this country is so great and so wonderful, because you can express yourself any way that you want to, even for those that are speaking against America but want to stay in America but don't want to go to their country, but you're yelling fuck America. And you can't do that in the country that you come from, that you was born in, that you reside in, without being shot, jailed for many a years, or many other things. So when I was saying, for those people who were saying I need to apologize, fuck you. I don't need to apologize for shit. What you need to do is pick the right motherfucking battle and figure out what battle you want to be in and prepare for whatever can be happening to your kind, because it's going to be another level. Why you so busy worried about what other people is doing and what's unfair to other people? Motherfucker ain't been fair to you. We got Creeper Knievel just crept in the building. He has the many transitions going on that I like that, how he's just transitioning in and out. Because he's formally known. You got to understand when you know what I'm saying? I can't let y'all know who he really is. You know what I'm saying? What's up with you, Creep, man? How's it going?
Man, everything is good, man. You know, I'm just sitting here watching these NBA finals. Yeah, Indiana's struggling right now a little bit.
Yes, sir. They are struggling. The half is over?
It's still halftime, I believe, right now. Because I stepped outside.
Okay.
It's halftime, man. And one thing, I do want to apologize for Mr. Hideous. Like, he took my phone real quick and just put himself on the show trying to get his brand out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had to, muscle my phone back from him. But yeah, on my behalf, I apologize for Mr. Hideous last week.
It's no problem. Hey, Booster Take Show was welcome for all individuals. Hideous ones, ludicrous ones, bastards, loved ones, tycoons, goons, and all. Whatever you are labeled is what you are labeled. But the Booster Take Show,
I got him out of here for now.
Here.
I got him out of here for now, but I have a feeling he's gonna try to come back again. I'm a little bit more prepared.
Oh, it's understandable. Well, I was talking about the acts that's going out in the world today, because the world ain't the same. Plus, it was the homie Demetrius' birthday. You know what I'm saying? He shares it with Stimp Beefie. So, saying happy birthday to Demetrius, and and Stimp Beefie. He it was a good party that was given to Stimp Beefie. You know what I'm saying? Nice gathering of fam and a couple of friends and some, it was, as they say, it was nice. You know what I mean? But I talked a little bit about I didn't really talk about the finals. I just gave a score at the halftime score, 45 to 59. And then I was speaking on how on a couple of platforms, well, I got an email or two at the boostertakeshow@gmail.com about me being not sensitive and disrespectful to the people who are fighting this fight in this protest. And I was told by some people that I'm not right and I shouldn't have an opinion like that. And to them people who took the time, thank you for looking at the show, like and share. And for those who did that, I'd like to just say, fuck yeah. If you don't like it, hey, oh, well. That's all. That's all, Craig. That's all that's been going on. Nothing.
Well, I look at things like this, man. It's really unfortunate when you get broke up, when you forcibly get broke up from your families, especially from like women, children, and older people, women and men, and whatever. I think that is pretty messed up. First of all, let me start by saying that. Okay, and then number two, I just feel like if it's certain battles that really don't concern you, you shouldn't probably involve yourself in it, especially if you're trying to ally yourself with a group of people that, and I'm not saying a whole group of certain people, but with a group of people that have made it clear that they don't like your content. Okay, so you should always keep that in mind. And then I look at it like I thought of a hypothetical situation in my head where I was like, what if all of this was happening to people that look like me and you? would other groups of people really feel sorry for us, or would they be like, well, they're criminals anyway?
Right, right. You know. Oh, now as it's like this, man. If you're going to do something, do it the proper way. And it's like, I ain't got no dog in that fight. You feel me? Because I don't. And some people were saying that because I might have a family member because of a family member might be of a different nationality, because people do that a lot nowadays. There's a lot of mixed race stuff that if I had a family member or something that's with a foreign person, I should be sensitive to it, because one of her cousins, uncles, sisters, niece, auntie, grandma could be coming through, and they might have liked it so much and they didn't get their paperwork done because they came on a visa and the visa expired or things like that. And my rebuttal to that is this: I, as an American, cannot go to Turkey, Istanbul, Turkey, Moscow, Russia, Paris, France, Beijing, China, Tehran, Iran, without the proper paperwork. And if I did end up letting my paperwork expire, passport or visa or whatever, let that shit go. And their government, and I've been out there some years, and I'm collecting money and all these good things. I'm living off the fat of their land. And they government say, hey, for you people that's here, you need to go do this and that and the other so you could be legal. But let's say I'm not, and then they people, and I disregard it, and I'm still living my life because I don't give a fuck. And then they country, whatever country I'm in, let's say it's Russia, they start doing their raids. But if I'm staying in Russia and they find out that I don't have no visa, I'm gonna be accused as a spy. I'm gonna be accused as something, but mainly a spy. I will be jailed, and I will not be seeing the day of light. America just board you, put you on an airplane, and send your ass back to whatever country you from. Them other countries don't do that. I'll never be heard from again if I'm in Russia with no visa, no passport. Just saying Stimp Beefie from the United States of America.
You be in a gulag.
You know?
If you in Russia, getting caught without the proper paperwork, you be in the gulag.
Gulag?
You be in the gulag. For sure. You'll be in there for a minute. They probably have to negotiate with the president, depending on who he is, to see if you can get out.
I don't play basketball. I don't throw a baseball. The podcast doesn't have millions of viewers, but if the podcast did have millions of viewers and I'm out there without the visa, just because I have the podcast, I'm a spy.
Yeah.
So you know, take care of your business. You want to stay here? You came out here. You got the paperwork to get out here, and you don't want to go back to where you was born, and you like to kick it out here in the playland of America, because it's better for you, and you helping out your family back wherever they from, because the economic system out there ain't the same as it is here. Because ever since this come out, this week has been on social media, has been a lot of people exposing themselves. Motherfuckers talking about they come out here, they don't care about America, they don't care about the culture. Their music from their country is better than the American bullshit. That if we just come out here to get y'all money and send it back home, we don't give a fuck about nothing that got to do with you. Especially you black people.
Especially you black people. We probably like y'all the least. So that's why I always say, pick your battles. Do not take your emotions out of it. You feel me? Take the hatred of some political powerhouses out of it. Just look at what's really going on. You know what I mean?
You know, if people be okay, see, trying to hold that lead, keeping that 14-point lead. But yeah, you gotta understand what battle you fighting. You can't just go into every battle. Go, oh!
Especially if you ain't took care of your own battle. Especially you ain't clean house shit. We ain't clean house shit. You feel me? So
and figure out when it's time to crash out.
Well, we got to clean house on our own first, and then most importantly, get coded and stick to that code. You feel me?
Shit. You know, I say this. Oh shit. Uh-oh. What I didn't did. Damn it. Okay, we're back. I say this. I'm an American. I'm a black Negro. American. The most hated American, but the most stole from. The swagger, the soul, the everything of America is built off the backs of people like us. And I've never been to no other country. I would like to go to Jamaica one day. I will, you know what I'm saying? I've thought about going to Thailand. You know, I want to see different things. Thought about Morocco, Spain. You feel me? You know?
I've been out the country.
It's a big, you know, I've been stuck in California for a lot of years on some bullshit. And then when I start venturing out, seeing different air, it's different. Everybody else state is different than what this is. But all that is saying is this. Don't jump into every battle and don't believe everything that you see on TV, because it's on TV for a reason. It's put there for a reason, for you to see it, for a certain reaction from you purposely. This fool 0 for 5 getting his first points of the game in the third quarter. Got his first point at the free throw line.
That's crazy work right there, bro. I told you. Indiana have problems winning it when he don't score over 20 points.
Yeah, but he got 19 game minutes to come back. He got 2 points now.
Yeah, you don't have 2 points yet. Your TV
he got,
faster than,
huh?
your TV must be faster than mine. He ain't got 2 points yet.
Yeah. I'm on 6 minutes and 51 seconds.
Okay, I'm on 7:05.
Yeah. So it should be crazy, man. Just to understand what you fighting for, and don't fight for people who don't like you, because they ain't fighting for you. You know, it's so many people been on this on this internet on different platforms, just talking crazy, But they said today.
Don't get me wrong. I got friends of different races that are cool people. I just sat down, had drinks with them, chop it up at the bar. We like sports, certain teams or whatever. There's a lot of people that are cool, but I also do understand, just like any other race, it's going to be a race that just don't like it. And there's a lot of them that have come up in this conversation that don't like people that look like us.
Especially down there in LA.
Yeah.
That shit. But, you know, it's life. I'm going to get a little story from the LA Times, a real paper. This was posted 4 hours ago. Protest slows in LA as Trump vows to expand immigration raids. Raids continue over the weekend while scenes around LA downtown appear calmer on Monday. Confusion reigns as Trump threatens to intensify LA sweeps. Days even as ICE vows shift. It remains okay. Let's see what are they talking about. I really don't like the way how LA Times do their paper. What we know about the immigration sweeps on Monday: President Trump vowed to expand immigration enforcement in major Democratic controlled cities. He's trying. This shit is getting too out of hand. Demonstrations eased on Sunday downtown LA, where few reported problems. All eyes are on the Ninth Circuit, which is expected to rule on California to stop Trump's deployment of National Guards as early as Tuesday. It's not even the truth. Trump to the officials was suspended after they turned illegal aliens in America's largest cities, such as Los Angeles, Chicago, New York, where millions upon millions of illegal aliens reside. He then cited out without proof of the claim that those here illegal boost Democrat voter turnout. He's trying to this shit, but as you read some of these papers and shit, you could tell what side of each paper is on. Because nobody's impartial. It's all judgmental. And when you read and you hear the words that comes out of the reporter's mouth, some is either glorifying Trump, others is talking down on him. Nobody is being in the middle and just speaking real fact. It's so many. It's just all about opinion now. It's not about the fact. It's just about who could get the story out. OKC is playing defense like a motherfucker.
Indiana can't sink the ball.
Yeah, they can't get free.
Making the baskets, but they putting their hand in their face too, though. what OKC trying to do is regain home field advantage.
Yeah, but if they do, they'll be the as you called the other night when we was having our own personal conversation. You was like, whoever wins 2 games in a row gonna take the series, and I agreed with you. You know, right now, all the people that bet on that underdog bet for Indiana to win, they is like, please don't do this. Because the payout is going to be good. The payout's going to be good, especially you put like a G up. You can be coming back nice. You know what I'm saying?
You coming back with a cop.
You're coming back nice. You know,
coming back with a cop. With a new one, too. You coming back with a cop.
If you put up 10 G's, you're really good. You're gonna have you're gonna be chilling. Those that, but you know, we gonna see. And then it's gonna be this summer. It ain't gonna be shit on no more sports until August when the NFL. Well, I ain't gonna say no more sports. It's baseball. It's baseball. I gotta get back on my baseball. You could fall off baseball when you watching it. It's cool, especially when your team doing good and it's a you know what I'm saying. It go. I like how they added that pitch clock and shit. You know, that's a good little tweak.
That's a great tweak.
Yeah, it kills from all the excess spitting, the step, and then how you can't step off the mound.
All that looking around, all that turning around. Just you take a minute and a half to 2 minutes to throw one pitch. Yeah, I like it a lot.
And you can't throw to the base, try to catch the runner hella much. You only get 2 times you could throw to the base now. That's another little tweak that you know what I'm saying. So for the pickoff,
making baseball fun again.
Yeah, you know,
it makes it fun to be at the game live.
So who went to Santa Clara University? 12th pick. Okay. Kobe Williams, his brother, is play for Utah. All right. He's from Santa Clara. So he ain't from Santa Clara.
He was an Army brat.
Yeah. He went to Santa Clara, though. All right. He played for the Broncos.
That's their mascot, the Broncos?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know, it's a lot of shit people don't know about California. That boy got a wicked nasty shot. That was cold. You know, these motherfuckers, it's war going on all in these other countries. These motherfuckers is tripping. I don't even want America to spread itself thin and go and deal with this shit that these other people got. Let them figure that shit out.
For real. Like, stop implementing yourself in the other people's battles.
And maybe we'll have some money out here, our own damn money. Damn, y'all need to get the rebound. He missed it. All right, so y'all better start y'all comeback right now. Build that confidence. What a move! What a
See, I hate that your TV faster than mine because it's like you giving shit away.
My bad. You know, I don't know how. I'm on these apps.
Okay, I see what you're talking about. What a move.
I'm on the app. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it off an app. You probably on on Comcast or something. And how is
I'm on,
yours?
Xfinity high def.
Yeah, so I don't know how yours is slower than mine. Yours should be ahead of me. No, you normally is ahead of me. That boy out there playing. But did you Juneteenth this year?
No, I didn't even Juneteenth, man. The homie said he was at his granny house with the people and all that. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come through, celebrating a Father's Day thing. Man, I go over there, man. The homie sleep, knocked out, talking about I'm loaded. You feel me? I'm like, oh, I gotta kick it with your wild ass family. You feel me? And they fixed me a fat plate to go, whatever. So I wasn't gonna be rude, just take it to go and be like, peace out. So, I came bearing a little gift, bought the little bottle. You feel me? For everybody to sip on. I took like a couple shots out of it. I bought that for the fam, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, he fell asleep the whole time after calling me perfect. Like, yeah, come through, bro. Come through. Get over there. You knocked out.
Knocked
Man,
out. Terrible.
You know what I mean? Like, it was terrible.
Terrible. Yeah, that's not a good look. That's not a good look. You seen that move yet?
Yeah, I saw the move, little spin move.
Nice, huh? It was a nice
Yeah,
one.
he did a cold little spin move.
Put put that boy on a spin cycle.
Yeah, he did it like he did it like he came from the culture.
Oh, I thought that if you would have did that, that would have been clean. He foot on the line. Woo! It's
Hey
two.
man, if Halliburton needs to start making shots because that 70 could turn into a 78 real fast.
Yeah.
Nah, he on the bench right now. Huh? Shoot that. Oh, nice shot.
Woo! That boy bad. Yeah, man. This shit. It's a good game. It's heavy. It's a good back and forth flow. Indiana is making a comeback. Oh!
Oklahoma still ain't fully letting up though.
But they shaky. Oh,
They shaky.
they shaky. They shaky.
Oh,
I'm seeing cracks.
you know what I mean? Hey man.
Somebody got shook out their shoe.
They gotta jump off.
Look at him.
Series.
McConnell is out there. He out there doing it. He like Halliburton. Hey, McConnell for Indiana.
Yeah, he is. He the one that did the spin move, huh?
Yeah, he the one that hit the spin move. He out there.
Somebody
Look at him. He talking
too.
shit. He out there. Man, you got me fucked up. What you talking about? For what?
Oh, right.
They called him. You gotta be kidding me. Wow. You gotta be fucking kidding. That is unbelievable right there. Wait till you see what I just seen. You gonna wait till you see the replay.
I saw the replay. Like he touched his wrist. It looked like
Blood and that blood. And he's shooting free throws from that. Come on, dude. They doing too much on the jump ball.
Well, he only made one of them.
So he
he mad. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. He running it back down. He running it back down. Oh, he come to play. He come to play.
You got for real? Are you? Come on, ref.
What's going on now? Oh, he's just. Oh, come on. It's not like I'm rooting for a team, but like I know bullshit when I see bullshit.
Yeah. See, and right now I don't have no money on no players, so I'm really just extra partial. And come on now. He got 10 in the quarter. He out here.
Yeah, you know, he usually gonna make his free throws. That's a given.
Let's see what they got going on. 1 minute 20 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a cold game. Oh, he's square. Damn, what's the hell going on?
Let's see what they got going on in this game right here. 3-pointer. Oh, bad. Okay, he's bringing it back up.
So it's
still
just
a 7-point lead.
One thing what I'm saying I don't like, I'm not seeing nobody else from Oklahoma doing anything but Shea. But it's just like, oh, and they trying to kill McConnell.
Yeah. Oh! Yeah, they letting him know they don't like it right now.
And he out there. He got 12 points for the quarter. He done brought them back. They got Halliburton on the bench resting. I don't even know if this was the video game and I was in control, would I take that dude out? I might have to let him rest from this break.
I'm bringing him back in. I'm bringing him back.
Man.
I'm bringing him back.
Oh!
Don't say nothing.
Okay.
I ain't
okay. Indiana. All right. Dish it. These too slow. Oh!
Oh! Oh!
Yeah. Yeah.
You put too much fire in that pass.
Man, come on. Too much, as they say, mustard on it. Oh! Oh! Good. Okay. Did he call it, though? Did he? Oh. And he said, get that shit up out of here to end the third. You got, man. Yeah, they out there. They out there. Hey, Tycoon, how's it going?
Can you hear me?
Hey. Yeah, you can hear
what's
you loud
going
and
on?
clear. Oh,
What's
man,
up?
we just have we sitting here reacting to the Indiana OKC game, along with been talking about the birthday for Stimp Beef. You know, he had his birthday. Father's Day. I had to give my reaction to the couple people who sent the email out of disgust of my words that I was using last week.
What you mean?
And as I was being insensitive And
From who? Wait, just so these are from listeners? What was it?
from I guess a listener or someone, some person who decided to send an email, and like I said, oh well, that's my opinion, you know. I have no dog in the fight. I'm not saying who's right and who's wrong, but as I said, what it is you knew what the hell you needed to do, and if you didn't take care of your business, because let's put the shoe on the other foot, if I illegally take my ass to, or if I went to another country and my visa expired and I like that country so much I didn't care to get my visa reinstated or whatever, and I've been out here for some years kicking it, living it up, you know what I'm saying, doing my ditty out there, and then they government like, we gonna shut down on shit, y'all need to get right, because once this dude get in here, it's gonna be an issue. First of all, in that country, it wouldn't even happen because most of these other countries don't play that shit. You can't even you can't do that. Like if I was in Russia and did that, when I get caught, I'm going to be accused of being a spy, and then I'll be in jail for hella long. And I'm not an athlete. The podcast ain't getting 1 million views, so I'm not gonna get no president pardon like Brittany Griner. I'm just gonna be some nigga named Beef sitting in a frozen Russian penitentiary or
You're gonna be
jail.
in the gulag. That's where you're gonna be. You're gonna be in the gulag.
So, and then from on that, he's just talking about what Father's Day, and we really, then the rest has just been reacting to this game because it's a pretty good game going on, heavy action, back and forth. Indiana OKC is holding on to the lead. They cracking. The boy McConnell is out there. He just scored 13 points in the quarter. McConnell just he out there. He out there doing, and the referees, anytime SGA get the ball, if you breathe on them, it's a foul.
Yeah, well, you know it's good for that, but at the same time, people got to watch what they say, or they gonna end up like Draymond. You know, you pay too much attention to what the refs is doing. You get to talking too much about it. Yeah, hey, I still don't believe that. That is, they charge that boy 50,000 for saying, "Oh, I see what you're doing. You trying to keep the points spread." He didn't say nothing else with that, and it cost him 50,000
That was a move.
because he was insinuating that the refs was cheating. But it do seem
Come
like
on.
every
Oh, I'm about to say he
yeah.
doing two. That this shit is funny. I done seen seven motherfuckers travel, and they finally want to
That's what I'm
call it
trying to
travel.
say. It's
I've seen
always funny
several
how
people try.
but it's always funny how it's like that every season, and normally, I mean, it's normally in most cases it be whoever's the favorite. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause like you said to her, sometimes it'll clearly be a better team, but it's gonna be one or two games in the series where it just seemed like the refs don't see shit, or they just making all the wrong calls. More than
Mm-hmm.
and then of course, or the whatever, whatever the
I could say
the one
this.
that determines the one that determines the series winning game.
I could say, what about this? I'm gonna put this out there. Y'all gonna laugh and say I'm wrong. It's a ref. You out there refing, right? You got a chick. She ain't your chick, but you want to let her know you somebody. Tell her watch the game. When the clock get to 10:31, no matter who get the ball, watch. so he can come out there. Foul number go back just for the chick.
Out here flexing for the chick, huh?
I mean,
that's what I call a flex offender.
that's a good one. I'm finna put that on our shirt. Hey, well, we gotta sit down and get this together. That's a cold one.
For real. Like, hold on, he got him a bad one too. She bad as fuck. Yeah. And he's like, okay, watch. Last 10 seconds of the game. Bam. You feel me? Yeah. Flex offender.
Yeah, so I don't know what y'all think. Who y'all think? What's this game looking like to you right now? Since you said they already.
It just got back to a 10-point lead with OKC. OKC been kind of dominating most of the game, but the game ain't been like, you know what I'm saying, like far out of reach. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Indiana got to score a little bit more if they want to catch that lead and like I don't know, is they even gonna throw Halliburton back in the game? Because I'm like, he been struggling.
Halliburton has 2 points. 2 points, and it's the fourth quarter. McConnell been out there. McConnell, his backup out there busting. So that's what I'm saying. You're gonna take the hot hand out because ain't nobody else doing nothing. Everybody else is bricking. Only 2 people making shots right now. Well, only 2 people making shots is SGA and McConnell.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is hitting front iron, back iron. They traveling. They doing everything wrong. Turning the ball over.
Yeah, it's been constant turnovers in this game. And that's on both sides of the ball. It's been constant turnovers.
Yeah, McConnell out here having a career game. He has to have this game. The game he has kept him in it. But now, let's see. Like I'm saying, Tyrese got 2 points right now. 4 assists. He's averaging 17 and 7. He's having a horrible game. A horrible game. Is he gonna break out of this and have a superstar fourth quarter? There's 10 minutes left. 10-point lead. Siakam just bounced on that boy. Got there. So we'll see.
I forgot your team to the mind.
We're gonna see. Oh, and we'll see what's going on. But what you been up to this how's your week been, Tycoon? What's been going on in the busiest man?
I've been working, man. Literally from from almost the last time I spoke to you. I've been working from then till now. I got added on to the calendar to go. It was some rock bands. They had a tour going on. So I don't know if you guys remember. It's a band called Styx. It was them and who else? I know it was one of the musicians that was. I'm trying to remember, man. It was a long night. It's STYX though. That is a popular band. You know some of the songs. Y'all know them. And
I've actually kind of heard of that band, but I'm not really familiar with their music.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say because This was like the second tour that I was at for, like 70s bands, you know what I'm saying? The other one was the Simple Mind tour. I remember that. And you know what I'm saying? But this one, it was Sticks. It was one of the musicians from the Eagles. Uh, because I guess they tour separately now, and somebody else. But man, I was working that, and then I ended up working the Juneteenth festivals. It was a bunch of them going on all over the place, man. It was cracking everywhere. I was in Pittsburgh at the Juneteenth out there, and it had a car show combined with it, and performances and stuff, and it was a cool event. The one in Fillmore, of course, that was jumping. I couldn't get out there in time because I was actually working at an event. My folks was uh, running a slushy company. You know what I mean? So we was out there pushing that, and I'm promoting the shows and stuff. And yeah, by the time we got out of there to make it back, you know, um, I ended up stopping at a different event, as a private event, and set up there for a minute. It's some artists that's gonna be at the next show with the Barbary Coast. They was performing. Um, I think that I like the idea, and it was something I'm thinking about trying to do at the show because they actually had cameras up streaming live. You know what I mean? So it was like of course, the it was an audience there while they were performing, but I believe I'm not sure if they had it set up where it was like people had to pay to view. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To pay to view, like pay per view, like a live streaming concert, basically. So I thought that was dope. And I was trying to see how they was putting that together. Man, then the other Juneteenth uh in Berkeley, my folks DJing that stage. So then I was there, and then I ended up going from there. Uh, a family member passed away, so they had a picnic and Father's Day thing going on in Walnut Creek. So then I was sliding around, man. I was all over the bay. That's all I could
Yeah.
tell you. When
Yeah.
I text you,
Which
I was
one
like, I'm
took you
leaving
apart?
Walnut Creek, going to the city.
Hey, what was
I
that?
came to
I'll
the
be
city for a minute.
everywhere, man. I'll be everywhere.
Yeah.
I'll be everywhere, man. The everywhere man. You know what I mean? You know?
um,
But
they had two Juneteenths in the city. The one in Fillmore was with Ray J and OT Genesis, all the radio stations and everybody Ronsky and all them was out there. That was off the chain. But yesterday was the one over there near Double Rock. It was Gilman Park where Lloyd and Music Soul Child,
mm,
and that thing
Yeah, I
was
saw
packed.
some clips and like it looked like it was kind of cracking. Like I saw a little bit of footage of it online.
Yeah, no, that thing was packed. I got there at the end of it, but yeah, that thing was packed. Berkeley, all of them was packed. Um, but it's still two more that's coming up this week. Um, there's one gonna be in Walnut Creek this weekend, or Concord, I believe, because Fab is performing at that one. And then, but the one in Oakland is on Thursday. You know what I mean?
it's a lot of shit happening this week
Oh, and
because
Richmond, I think.
I think Friday is that Too Short Need 40 in now, and then
Yeah, yeah, it is.
um next Tuesday, I know that formerly known might be up is going to be in the Wu Tang building. I might be. I've been having a hard time getting a ticket because they when you buying a solo ticket, it has to be adjacent seats next to it, and where I wanted to have me a seat at, it wasn't no adjacent seat because I wanted to make sure I'm seeing shit. You did? Don't want to spend my money and have to not see it like I want to see it. Plus, I wasn't paying for it. It was a gift. It was supposed to be either part of birthday present or Father's Day gift. But and the prices have dropped drastically too.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Yeah.
The
Oh yeah.
the
Speaking of prices dropping, that's one thing I did do. I forgot to mention that. That was how I kicked it off too. Before I had to go work at the concert. Shout out to my man Manny, Savage Ink, tattoos, the original King Cali tattoos out of Sacramento. But it was Friday the 13th. So, it was they was doing tattoo specials. A lot of places was so yeah, I had to go get sleeved up. I guess that was my Father's Day gift to myself.
oh, you got inked up.
You know. Yeah, man, yeah, you gotta do something.
Well, is this your first tattoo?
Hell nah, man. I got about a smooth 50 at least, more. I'm sleeved up, man. I'm for real. I'm talking about I got tattoos on my legs and everything.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah. I
Oh,
got
it's a 4-point lead now.
photo. No, so on my legs, right? I just got these on Friday. I got the 280 freeway sign, the 101. Um, well, yeah, I got the 101, the 280, 580, and the 880 freeway signs on my leg, and I got other tattoos on my legs too. And, and then outside of that, just a bunch of different random stuff, trying to fill up spaces. You wasn't tripping. I had on long sleeves when you saw me. That's why.
Yeah, plus I can smoke a little weed
Yeah.
when I come too.
Okay,
Yeah, no, but
they
like,
getting agitated on the court. Indiana then broke it down to 5 point. It's a 5 point lead that OKC holding on to with
so yeah, you ain't got no,
9 minutes left in the
you ain't
first
got
in the
no
fourth
tests.
quarter.
I know y'all got tests.
I got one. I'm gonna get another one soon.
No, I ain't getting no test
Yeah,
because I ain't got no test because I never found nothing I wanted to tat on me. So I was just like
I think
whatever.
my next tattoo might be my dad.
Yeah, my son he asked me to go get tagged with him. And I thought about it. I might do it with him, but other than that, I ain't tripping on that shit. I was tripping on that shit when I was younger. And to me, that was just a way to get caught up. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the marks that somebody can identify you as. Because at one time, I thought I was going to be nothing but a low life criminal. And all I thought was criminalistic tactics and criminalized way. It was criminal minded. All right, 8 minutes. This is getting crucial.
You had the mindset of a cat burglar.
Hey man, I used to do a lot of illegal shit. So I didn't believe in having nothing that I could be recognized. Let me blend in, but be different. But let me blend in. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's
know, but
just
now,
another
so
nigga.
so you wouldn't get nothing now,
Oh
Huh?
my goodness, are you serious? Oh, oh my
because
God.
I used to trip off of that too, especially off certain tattoos. I was like, well, at the time, I wasn't gonna get them, or like even now, you know how people say, like I remember, growing up, even when people had tattoos, it was like, you don't get them on your hands or like above the neck or any of that, because
Yeah.
in case you gotta, depending on the job. but it don't really matter like that no more. I mean, you be looking police, everybody, they be full sleeved up. It's just, some of them don't necessarily, they can't have all the tattoos on their face and everything necessarily. But,
Well, you
you
start
know,
seeing cops with face tats, it's all rap, nigga.
well, I'm pretty sure, to be honest with you, I think
It
that
probably
they
is some
probably do
cops
have
with
some
face.
like,
Go ahead.
I mean, not a bunch of them, but like, because like in New Orleans, for example, or, like down New Orleans or down other parts of the South too, like Florida and stuff, it's some of those dudes. But like you said, I think it would depend on the tattoo also. It'd have to be probably some small and it, maybe some, you know, like people be having the teardrop tattoos. If you got a cross right there, they might let it pass. Other than that,
Like,
other than
get
that, it better be a flag or something.
get the tycoon tatted on your forehead.
Oh no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not doing none of that.
You ain't gonna do
Nah,
that.
nah. I got my logo tatted on me though. I I'm no, I'm actually, to be honest with you, I'm pretty much done. Um, when I say that, I know because I've said it before, and then I come up with other stuff I want to get. But the only tattoos that I currently don't, that I don't have, um, is like I have scrolls tatted on me with names of relatives that have passed away. You know what I mean? So on one side, it's like I got space left, and I'm thinking about just doing one big scroll. But I don't have a whole bunch of names to put in there, so it's like the tattoo wouldn't be finished. You get what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
I don't want to say it like that, but it's like, yeah, until I guess, of if some people were to pass on, I'm not getting that no time soon. Those kind of pieces take time, but that's why I was
Man.
saying, yeah. I mean, you got to think about what you want, man. I mean, get your
Nah,
name
but
or something.
on a own little personal one, if I was gonna get one, only thing when I, say I was gonna just like get the probably thought I had a little idea for a little Gemini one on my shoulder. Like, okay, I might do that, have like a little hourglass with the sand running in halfway out with the
Yeah,
Gemini with the boy and the girl on each side, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Just like damn near like how my the booster take fucking thing looked a little bit but different. You know what I'm saying? How it's you know how everybody want to say us gems is two people. Because they be hating that a motherfucker can keep it so beat down at the same time while talk bad to you and not even be flashing on you. And you like, man, this nigga be tripping. Nah, nigga, I ain't tripping. Just telling you straight up how it is. You on some bullshit. When you on bullshit, nigga,
Oh my
Gemini gonna tell you you
God.
on some bullshit. You might not like the way the delivery is, but motherfucker ain't acting no different. Who motherfucker been the whole run? They holding on to this lead though.
Man, they
well, I
holding
mean,
on to that lead like a hubcap in a fast lane.
it's it's different. That's all I could say. I mean, it's an experience. I mean, you never had one before, but at the same time, you know what I mean. Like you said, something like that, or that that's something that it really got some meaning to you. You know what I mean? Think
Mm-hmm.
you'll like it once it's done. You'll be like, okay, I want another one. Some people are, other people it depends. Like even me, I don't like needles, but I like tattoos. So it's like I'll sit there and deal with that. You know what I mean?
I mean, when I got this only tattoo that I got, I was like, yeah, I want to get another one, but I've been saying that since the last time I got the tattoo, so I guess I just haven't really made it another one for hurry or whatever. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But I do want to get another one.
yeah. Nah, I got my
Yeah, but
I got my first tattoos at like 16, 17.
uh, uh,
That's when I got my first ear piercing.
Hey,
What?
if a motherfucker would have got them tattoos when I was young, I would have a bunch of dumbass shit on my body right now because the nigga was on some bullshit. And
Yeah, but see that what kind of stuff? Because I was gonna say that. That's why I started early, but I didn't get a lot of stuff because everybody else was getting certain shit, and you know what I mean. Yeah, I
like
would, like you said, I didn't want to be classified as none of that.
nigga would have had the turf on him, all that. You know what I'm saying? Just all that shit that when it come down to it, it depends on what you're
Yeah.
trying to do with your life. It don't really, you know, depend on what kind of world you're gonna be in. You a young when you do shit when you young, you ain't always thinking about your future.
No, you ain't. I
Right.
probably, if I got tattoos at 16, I probably got the same thing, like something representing purple
Cause
or having tickets and shit that said claim your sex.
to 16, 17-year-old me, nigga, I was representing Randolph Street like it was nothing. I was proud. Hanging in front of Norman's liquor store and shit, nigga. Nigga, you know what I mean? I was proud to be that dude. It was a whole nother, you know.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, I get what you're saying because I mean, at the time, and then you know, like you said, yeah, back then people still looked at tattoos a certain way, especially if you was trying to get a job or you know, like you said, then in other cases, you was on the street, you was like they try to, you know, they was quick to try to label us as gang members.
Oh
Anyway,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
and I was going to jail a lot at that time,
Right.
so it would have been all kind of
Yeah,
gang
because yeah,
affiliation.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, all the classifications and everything.
And then
Uh,
with all that, you don't get county time. You automatically go into the pen.
I mean, you know, it'll get you tied up in stuff that you necessarily wasn't a part of, just you know, based off of you know the area being being
Yeah.
associated with the area. Yeah, it's a lot of, but like you said, it's part of what
This
come with it.
this fool to hit his career high tonight. 37 points in the NBA Finals Game 5. Jay Williams from Santa Clara University. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. But
Uh-oh.
yeah, shit, you'd be
Uh-oh.
surprised, man.
Uh-oh.
You and like you said too, you could start off, you know, like that. If you talk about what I'm thinking, you know, like you said, you get a nice size one on your arm, you know, but like when you go traveling too, like I said, shit out in Vegas, they got the spot to do them as cheap as $10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where you can
My
get tatted. So,
yeah, my
you
girl
know,
went and got her a couple of them tats, but she say it's only certain ones. They have a each for that $10 tat is this specific
yeah,
tattoos. It's not like you could go in there and be like,
right.
I want beef. And put beef right here
No,
on the
no,
wrist,
no.
pimp.
Well, no, listen. Actually, they do have that, and I could show you because I follow them online. I done been there a few times. I got a bunch of tattoos from down there too. But they did just start a new deal where they'll put your name. They do have like $10 and $20 where they can do the names. They do that down there too now.
Mm,
So, you know, just something to
yeah.
think about. I mean, you could get it
Yeah.
done out here, but like you said, price wise, you're not gonna get it for them prices out here. That's
Yeah.
unless it's you know,
Uh,
a real special.
I know they
Well,
didn't call a
Yeah,
foul. For real? Come on. Where was the foul? Can y'all replay? Thank you. Thank you, Booth. This not the replay I want. That's not the replay I want. Give me the replay. Come on.
Oh yeah, Tycoon. His TV fashion line. That's why my reaction was delayed. Like, hold
Huh.
Yeah, I'm telling you, can't breathe on that nigga. You cannot breathe on that Canadian dude.
SGA from Canada.
Yeah, he a Canadian,
Oh.
black Canadian. Shit.
This don't let me. It won't let me change my picture, man. It's crazy.
What? You got to go to the thumbnail before you come on, because I thought I put a
Oh.
backdrop up, and my backdrop is not up. So I don't know
Yeah,
what's going on. I'm gonna have to get
yeah,
that.
no, no. I've tried that
Oh.
before. I was just mentioning it to you. That's why I was bringing it up because I've tried it and it didn't work. I was wondering if you might have known how to switch it.
Yeah, because my backdrop right now is supposed to have the
The
emblem on it.
logo.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it used to have it. I don't know what happened. I don't know what they did. They did change some shit because I also when it used to have the background used to have me at this one little establishment where I had a nice little beverage. I think I was sipping on some kind of. Think I was having a Cadillac Mugarito. You know what I'm saying? I think I was drinking on one of them, and I had a cool player picture that was up on there, and out of nowhere, all the shit. I don't know what happened. Shit changed. Shit changed. Oh man.
Yeah. No, I
All
was
I
just
know.
noticing.
Oh fuck. Look, the pressure is serious. Indiana, y'all lost this. I mean, y'all
Yeah,
didn't make a miraculous
they ain't no
comeback.
coming back. Oklahoma is not letting their foot off the gas.
Nah,
They is
Oklahoma
not letting
holding
their foot
tight.
off the gas.
They not folding right here. They holding on to that fort. They keeping that point lead from 8 to 14. It got down to 5, and homeboy having his career night. When you having a career night, it's different from a bench dude having a career night. He having his career night in the final. Uh,
Jalen Williams balling tonight.
I think
He
he had
balling
40.
tonight.
Yeah, he had 40.
He balling tonight.
He had 40.
Said Army brat balling tonight.
Hey man, you gotta have discipline. You gotta know what discipline is about. And that's what a lot of people don't have discipline in their life.
Well,
Even as
Discipline
an
is a
adult,
beautiful
it ain't
thing.
just
To apply it.
right. That's what I
nah.
was gonna say. I mean, I don't know. Some people got some discipline. I mean, I don't know. They look at them boys. You see them boys still on the run out of New Orleans. It take discipline. They've been out for a month. It was his birthday. One of their birthdays over the weekend too.
The,
Guess,
it
I
got
guess
to
he
the
wasn't able to
point
blow on
now.
no candle.
The police is asking them, y'all, can y'all just please come turn yourselves in?
Yeah, and we'll get you a lawyer. Look, and we'll get y'all a lawyer.
But
The police ain't asking that for real, did they?
Yeah, they
yeah,
did.
yes they
Yeah,
did.
like, so they like, hey, y'all please just stop playing around. Y'all play too much. Come on, man. Tell
Just
yourself.
just just come
Well,
turn yourself in. We'll help you out. We'll take it easy. No problem. Y'all making us look bad.
yeah, and well, the thing is because they the whole thing, like how when dude was saying, "Hey, I didn't escape. I was let out." You understand what I'm saying? And there was a lot of backstory, so a lot of other stuff then got investigated, and a lot of new information then came out in regards to previous employees or people that either quit or got fired previously, as well as like the one maintenance dude, and other people where it was like the conditions of the jail was really that bad. They was going days without food and days without water and shit in there, you know, and different conditions like how that cell door was all broken up and different shit was broken up. So there was instances where, I guess different employees either spoke out about it or, other shit was done. But yeah,
Oh,
ultimately, um, it was like I said, it was staff that was in on the shit too, where it was like, because I guess one of the dudes that's still out, the other dude that don't be talking, his girlfriend used to work at the jail.
hmm.
Yeah, she used to work at the jail, but and then like I said, but it's a lot that's coming out about them cases, man. But yeah, like you said, it's gonna go all the way up. Everybody getting in trouble about that. So they really want them to hurry up and come back in.
Oh
But
yeah,
they gonna
motherfuckers.
make they gonna make some money regardless, as long as they don't
Oh,
get
nigga,
shot.
nigga, somebody already working on the movie.
Of course. No, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be movies and books. They
We
gonna do
need we need to
interviews.
try to we need to try to get in and do a documentary. For real. We need to try to
Hey,
find the funding, you know.
that's the yeah, that's what what's the name said. DJ Vlad did an interview, and in the interview he said it, because he was like, yeah, he's like, he was basically telling them in the show, hey, if y'all watching this, hey, reach out. I'm willing to do an interview with you. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy, but it'll do numbers though. But it's gonna be people lined up. You talking about to do like a documentary of they stuff?
Yeah, like on what happened. Document, tell the story of this. Get Cause hella people gonna tell this story, and they gonna get
Yeah,
and hella motherfuckers about to make money off of this. I won't in. It's a
yeah.
Nickelback
You
being
just gotta.
sold in the park. I won't in.
But see, that's what when it come to that is being around. Cause like you said, TMZ, even with like the Diddy trial and all of that, that's how they putting out on them, documentaries and different stuff
Yeah.
on Netflix, or because they and all they is they putting together, they interviewed the people and then just put it together.
Uh-huh. And put the clips up, put a bunch
Yep,
of B-roll,
yeah,
put a bunch of
that's it.
B-roll behind it. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's it.
it's not that hard. I went to journalism school.
I
I know
remember. Look. I remember.
you know what I'm saying? You
You
know?
know.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's just amazing, man. 2025. I thought last year was something else. Once Cat Williams and all came out and started busting everybody out, and then before the year was over, Diddy, the shit he said about Diddy was true. You know what I'm saying? Then much other more people he was talking about shit came out. Now 2025, what happened? The planes start crashing, right? Planes been crashing all year. They ain't stopped all
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Didn't one just crash in somebody's house in San Diego?
I think I gotta check. I remember though, like you said, it's been going on for since last year, as far as like you said, planes was crashing.
And now,
And just
as over the
oh yeah, no.
weekend,
Was that the one? Was that the one where they was talking about dude hopped off the plane?
oh no, no, I'm talking about the one that just no, I'm talking about it was one in that one person that I know crashed in a house in San Diego, an airplane, and then I heard another plane crashed where everybody on the plane died except for one dude.
Because he jumped off the plane.
Is that what it was?
I believe so. And they say he jumped off the plane unharmed. I was listening to a show and they was talking about him. Cause they was like, yeah, he was, and didn't want nobody to touch. You know how people run up to you, I guess, to check to see if you okay or whatever, and he was like, hey, get off me. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me see. Where is this at?
One man survived plane crash. News that the one man in the Air India plane crash weighs on. This happened 3 days
Yeah,
ago. British
yeah,
man. So is that one?
yeah, that was, yeah, him, yeah. He jumped out the, yeah, he jumped out the plane. He was sitting in the exit row seat.
Yeah, survived air in a flight that crashed shortly after the takeoff. Okay. In an interview, Ramesh reveals that the horrid moments when he escaped the plane. Let's see. We got video. There's video. Let me let him talk for himself. Oh, well, we gotta wait. So, OKC is gonna take this victory by 11 points, 120 to 109. 8 seconds left in the game, and the clock is ticking away. Okay, we have Ramesh.
थोड़ा टाइम के लिए तो मेरे को लगा था कि मैं भी मरने वाला हूँ लेकिन जब मेरी आँख खुल मैं देखा ना तो मुझे लगा मैं जिंदा हूँ तो मैंने ट्राई किया.
All right, hold on. Give me 1 second, people. I gotta translate. So give me a second.
I mean, you could have played that version too. We don't know who.
Okay, everything happened so fast. I don't know how I survived. From some time, I thought I was going to die. But when I realized I was alive, tried to unbuckle myself from the seat and escape from where I could, I was in front. It was in front of my eyes that the air hostess said the side of the plane was landed on the ground floor of the hostel. I don't know how the other part of the plane got there, but where I landed was on the ground. I could see that there was space outside the aircraft. So when my door broke, I saw there was a little time. I thought I could try to escape from there, and then I did. Nobody else could have escaped. It wasn't enough time.
That's crazy. Yeah, his brother was on the plane also. So he was on there with his brother.
Father of an American missing in Syria takes on reports he was executed. Father of Austin Tice, American journalist held in Syria since 2012. That's also in the news. Sorry about that, but as
That's crazy, man. What do you think? What y'all think about that, man? He ain't I don't know. I wouldn't get on no plane after nothing like that. He's the only person that survived?
Only
Man,
one.
first of all, like, this conversation is unfortunate because, like, we have a schedule leaving like to go to the last. So, this conversation is really making me like that. Thank you, bro. But I mean, if I was in that situation, survive. It's survival. Yeah, I would probably look at flying a whole lot.
Yeah, people said. I mean, they just said he just happened to get lucky. They just said it was he just happened to be in the right spot on the plane to be able to exit, and he exited right in time. You know what I mean? Then
And
yeah,
he still was in his seat.
huh?
I think he said he
Hold on, you told me he exited the plane while still in his seat.
something like that. It was some manny shit. He just,
Hey,
hey
yeah,
man,
He was basically because I guess they trying to
242 people on the plane, and he was the only one out of the
he was in the
242.
yeah because his seat was in the exit row, so I guess depending on the side that the plane impacted on and
That
everything
door
else.
broke open, and
Yeah, and he was like, I guess he was just thrown out. The seat structure or whatever. It got ejected or something like that. So yeah, he went.
did they
He
land
went
over water?
okay, because the plane exploded. The plane
Yeah,
exploded like in Final Destination.
and yeah, his seat, like you said, yeah, he just happened to be in a lucky ass seat,
Mm-mm-mm.
and he is the only one that made it. And yeah, because they got from them reading, I guess the experts and everything examining what happened.
But
But
I'm
that's crazy.
the plane land over land or water? Did it crash over land?
It was a land. They
It was
crashed over.
They crashed into somebody's house and shit. The plane exploded and pieces start scattering.
Yeah,
It's coming apart.
yeah. That nigga said when I got up, there were bodies all around me. I was scared. I stood up and ran.
Man,
hey, I think we looking at that NBA champion, man.
Huh?
I think we're looking at your next NBA champion.
Mhm.
Okay,
shit. Yeah. OKC up 3-2. So, and Dude didn't hit one shot all game. They kept 0 for 6. That you didn't shoot enough. You were supposed to go 0 for 15.
he said 0 for 15.
Yeah. No, you the star. You the main guy. You don't go out like that. You still put in more of an effort.
Yeah, he
Oh
really
wait a minute! It
had
it said it killed some people on the ground too. It wasn't just
Yeah.
people on the plane.
It was a lot, man. It ruined a lot of people's day.
So what do you think? I mean, so at that point, I mean, of course they responsible. I mean, because it's an accident or whatever. But what would the airlines, I guess, give him for something like that? Or I mean, or a crash is a crash? You get what I'm
Well,
saying?
I mean, you crash out, you crash out. With the plane crashing, car crash,
No, well,
crash.
you know what I'm saying. I'm saying, do they like? Is it a difference as far as I guess settlement money. You know what I mean? I mean, of course, is like you said, shit. His it was his older brother that was on the plane with him. So his 45-year-old brother, because he is 40. So I mean, of course, they're gonna settle with all the families.
Well, shit, they liable.
Everybody.
So the airport is liable for that. The airplane company.
I mean, they look. They look
I
through the
know for real, cause I don't know. I mean, is do they have to? respect your family. If
Yeah,
you
when you
die because of their
yeah, I
whatever,
mean it's yeah, that's how people get sued. That's a civil lawsuit.
I mean, I'm saying that's how you get sued. That's how they get the money, I guess, to sue them. But I'm just saying, just do the is the airport.
Yeah, yeah, they're liable. Yeah. They're liable. That's why they got insurance. Hell yeah. That's why they, like you said, this shit happens all the time. People get, yeah, they get sued. Period. Like that's what, like you said, even the slightest, you know, a crash is a crash. Like you said, to an extent where it's like, yeah, that's
Yeah,
yeah, just
yeah.
like you said, like anything else.
So
And
like, okay, hmm, that's oh, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they finna give up a couple. I mean, like you said, 200 some people that 200 something done to 300 million, easy. That's easy, and that's just a they're gonna have to give each, that's like you said, like a class action suit. If you get all the families together and say, like you said, there's 300 something, okay, and all the relatives is standing up and okay,
Yeah, but
everybody want five
that
million.
that class action suit, man, that shit ain't really worth a damn. You don't really win on class actions unless it's like only six.
Nah, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, it was all those lives were lost. That's why I'm saying is, you know, at
So
the end of the
you
day, they
okay,
might try to give them a million.
241 people plus how many ever on the ground. So let's say about
Right.
300 people. And if they sue for however amount, say 18,
Even a
20 million,
million.
you say 300 million?
Yeah, that's what
So
everybody get at least a million per person, at
let
least,
so
and that
after
ain't
what,
nothing.
yeah, I guess they, yeah.
Quarter billion, right? They gotta look. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy. And and
Yeah.
that's the minimum. Hold on, and that's the minimum. That don't even include attorney fees.
No, that's part of it.
No, but they gonna add more on it because
No, that's part of it. That's part of it.
no,
That
I know, but what I'm saying is in the negotiations because of that's a lot of families, man. And like
uh-huh.
you said, it's who everybody like you said. Some people gonna be like, a million ain't enough. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no number from my whole family was on there.
Right. Or like that's what like I said, like dude, the fact that he was on there with his brother, he survived, but his brother didn't. But like you said, they getting that family getting cashed out twice because he getting cashed out as an individual, and then whether his brothers, if his brother, was had a family, what I mean, wife and kids, they gonna get the money. If not, then the family still, the brother or the sister or whoever parents, you know, could still get some, or they gonna offer it to him. So he
Mm.
wouldn't just be getting paid for himself. Yeah, they don't say. I'm trying to look. It doesn't say what caused it, but
So that motherfucker said, "Woof, woof," did the final dusty. Must have been a gas room or electrical. Something happened that triggered for, because that came with a fuel area, it looked like. It looked like that was the fuel caught fire. They got video up already.
yeah, they say that it was. They said that it took off like normal, and then
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
they said it got about 500 feet off the ground, then it just stopped climbing. What?
so nigga, 500-foot drop. You can make it, pimp.
Yeah, that's what he did. He made it.
500-foot drop, no parachute.
Like now, like you said, he got some scrapes and bruises, but that was it. I mean, like you said, a little chest pain. You know,
Hey,
yeah, they
somebody
said
was
he got
with you.
impact injuries. That's it,
Somebody was with you.
man.
I guess being in that seat must have absorbed some of it.
Yeah, that's what he need to do. Whatever seat he was in, he need to get that number tatted on him. That's his lucky number.
Oh shit. Mm.
That ain't. I mean, it's funny, but damn, that's crazy. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think I would get on a plane after any type of situation. I mean, anything like that. That's the. I've been in a bus accident before, but it wasn't no big ones. You know.
Uh,
Um. I mean, well, it was pretty big for the person, the people in the other car, but I was on the bus. But yeah, man, I don't know if I could.
yeah. I mean, it's a situation. I done been in a few car accidents. Never was hurt until this one, and this don't make no sense.
Yeah, and
And
even car accidents ain't nothing to play with. That shit hurt. I done been in
and
a bunch of shit. Yeah, I'm cool.
you know, I didn't. I was gonna say I didn't catch my first flight until I was 40 something.
What? Man, hell no.
Hell yeah, my first flight was to Hawaii.
Huh. You went all out at least, huh? You said you was gonna go.
Right.
All right, goddamn it, is shit. You got it out the way. He said, "Fuck it."
When during the pandemic, I'm like, fuck it. If it's over, it's over.
He said it was over. It's over.
Hey, my outlook was this: if I die on this plane, I'm going down in history because everybody gonna know it. I'm gonna be part of history because I went out in a tragedy. Other than that, you just die alone. Nobody cares. If I died on an airplane, I'll be one of them people on Channel 2, victims. They have my picture up there, and they be like, oh, blood, that was my nigga right there, bud. What? He was on that? Hell nah. That's beef, dude. Swear to.
Like I said, I'm going to fly in a few weeks, so I'm going to sing beautiful songs. Period.
Yeah,
And hope
no, I mean,
I have a new ex-girlfriend.
but to be on the plane, like what I ain't seen no video or nothing, but just the way just reading the article and how I'm hearing how it happened and they describe it, just you think of a movie scene.
I said, Final Destination. He
Yeah,
got
like a real,
now
like
he
you
got
said,
to
like
worry. His life is
that.
in danger.
Yeah, like that one seat. He's the only one that so it skipped him. Yeah, that's how that movie was. I remember yeah, because it was like people's numbers was coming up, and then, but if they saved them or something, right?
And then every time they seen 180 or a certain song came on, it was a rap.
Yeah, and somebody was gonna go. Yeah, but like you said, yeah, because that's what I'm thinking. Like, because that's what they said. Like shit. He just hopped smooth up and ran. Like, hold on, like fuck this shit up out of here. Oh no, ain't no way. He was
One,
literally, like you said, he was literally a part of the plane crash. Like you said, the plane blowing into pieces. He felt all of that. He witnessed all of that, and is still here to talk about it.
At night I can't sleep. I toss and turn. Too many visions from bodies being burned. He could really
Is you
say that.
rapping?
No,
Oh, I was about.
he can really say that.
Oh,
You know.
that's why I'm saying. Like, yeah, they. Shit, man. Like, yeah, I don't think he's not gonna want to. Shit, I don't think none of that. Period. He
Hell
probably not
yeah.
even going. You can't even fly a kite around him. It was funny, but he ain't playing. Not a drone, not a
He don't
nothing.
even like it when it's time fly.
Yeah, man, I'm talking about that man he's traumatized for life. That's what I'm saying. Like the money they gonna have to take, they gotta take care of that. And then because like you said, from what it sounded like, it sounded like it's gonna be the airline's fault. Because that
Hey, let me
means
ask you this. Let me ask you this, not to cut you off, but did you get you heard that song? Like he goes for the
man, look. I I don't anything that have to do with the word flight, anything. He don't want to be around no Jordans, no nothing. I'm telling you, it's a wrap.
So he
It's a
don't
wrap.
even want to watch that movie.
Yeah, he not none of that. All the Con Air, none of that. It's out. He not watching none of this shit. It's a wrap. That's what I'm saying. But to think about it is like, okay, like you said, the way that they describing it, where they was in the middle of takeoff, and then it just basically it sounded like it just fell out of the sky, damn near. The only way that could happen is if something malfunctioned.
Yeah, but it's
Something
gonna.
had
Hey,
to
once they
something had to
find the black
malfunction.
box or whatever, it's gonna break all that shit down. And then, like I said, they got video, so they're gonna
Yeah,
replay and analyze and break that video down to, and then the wreckage. And once all they gotta do is from check that part where it say on that video where the fire started at, and super slow mo it to where they gonna be able to see where the first spark went, and then from the wreckage is going to show you where it started. And then say next week it'll be some explanation, but we might not hear about it unless you watch the international news.
yeah. But that's a trip though, because like you said, how stuff just falling out of the sky. Because even with the different airlines out here, like I mean, of course they couldn't just keep it from us, but they did try to like sweep it. They did try to move past it. Like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, this happened. Like, hold on, nah, man, shit was like you said, the pieces falling off of shit. Shit ain't working. You know what I'm saying? And y'all steady taking all this money and
And raising prices and all this shit and shit, wheels falling off of airplanes and all this other kind
yeah.
of shit.
Yeah,
Motherfucker,
airport tickets should be cheaper.
doors popping off in mid-flight.
And
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying it's most likely I'm thinking it's the airline fault because they said the motherfucker had just took off. So it was like if it was literally
No,
just taking
it's gonna
off,
be manufacturer, not the airline. Manufacturer, whoever is the owner, whatever
no,
But it
brand
also
that plane,
no,
depends. It
whatever
also
brand
depends
that's
on
a
like dude,
Boeing.
because like it's like
no,
this. Before airplane takes off, the mechanics
right,
and people that are
right,
that's working on the plane, they supposed to
right,
make sure everything is running on cylinders. And if they feel that they're not running on cylinders, then they're gonna get to the flight. That's what they're supposed to
right,
do. Even if it means the person gotta stay in a city that he don't like being in for an extra day. You feel me? So
I
they're
get
supposed
it.
to check that.
I get it. I understand. I understand.
because because in Portland, do y'all remember when some months back where the door flew off of the airplane? And then I guess they determined that the shit wasn't secured all the way or whatever. And like the same thing he's saying, like, how is that possible? Because they're supposed to be checked, they supposed to do checks before, loading people on the plane in
So
the
that was
first
the
place.
flight attendant fault.
You get what I'm saying? So, but like you said, and I was the last flight I took was delayed because they had to fix a tire. So yeah, no. They made us wait. We waited.
Mm.
So yeah, that's
But
that. Like you
like I
said,
say, when it come to fuel catching fire and shit like that, that ain't always on the people that that got to do with something else too.
uh,
But
I mean, it better not been nothing loose that was or a leak that somebody wasn't paying attention to.
yeah, because it's ugly, and then it better depend on who is the manufacturer too, and that's another thing. You know, who it might be the bucket of the bucket create people that made them. You might be the fucking the Datsun of the airplane industry.
That boy said Dotson. I ain't even heard that. I ain't seen one in a minute too. Like, I'm trying to
You
think of
might,
the last Dotson that I seen.
You seen
you
Datsun's
might
big
be the
brother
Saturn
Nissan.
of the plane. The Saturn, man.
Shit, but man, I don't know, man. It's a crazy world we in, and people better pay attention, pick the right move. Don't let TV fool you. Get your real information before you just jump off and join into something that you don't have no idea what the fuck you joining. And for you youngins, just because when people protest does not mean y'all have to break in everybody's fucking store, especially in the neighborhood where you live at. I mean,
You talking about what happened in the town?
blood, what y'all want to go hit Chic on Fruitvale?
My thing is, a lot of them probably don't even be protesters. Man. Nobody even want to get something, break this up, and then trying to get away with stuff.
Oh yeah, when you seen the video, that's what it was. Everybody was going up in that thing. They didn't care. Oh shit, that
Once
didn't
it's
make no
open,
sense.
so I mean, and I'm just saying it defeats the purpose of what you supposedly is.
Yeah, what
What are
did the
you?
shoes have to do with? What the shoes have to do with anything? Unless you
They
need
didn't
them.
kill Ray.
They want
The
to win.
shoes didn't
That's
kill
what it
Radio
is.
Raheem.
Yeah, I don't know that. To me, I mean, and like he said too, like you, that's the only shoe. I mean, it's not the only shoe store over there, but we is talking about. I mean, that's their community. Like you said, that's the people that work there is some of the same people. Is relatives and people. Like it got to make sense. And I'm not saying it to be funny. I used to live over there. You know that, so it was like you said, yeah, over in that area, that's majority of
Yeah, that's Latin.
and
That's
it
a
didn't
Latin
have,
land. That's a Latin area. It's
yeah,
heavily Latin.
and,
It's a
and at the
heavily
same
Latin
time,
area.
yeah, the whole community over there, but they didn't. It's like it didn't even have nothing to do with because they had a protest over there separate, but that
Yeah,
wasn't part of it. So it's like y'all just decided to go
just
break into some
because.
shit, and that's when the car got set on fire and all of that. Like you said, well, but the
What is the
police said
point
that it was
now?
to distract. I don't know, distraction maybe.
And then you gotta worry. And then when them people out there protesting, you gotta worry about the police that's dressed like civilians who start shit with you so you could get arrested.
Right.
You know, it's a lot of shit that I don't agree with the whole protest thing because it ain't the same as protesting. And I wasn't alive in the '60s, so I don't see. And like I say, I don't see no results from any of these protests. Really, I don't see
Hey,
shit.
I'm glad that you said that it's not that this isn't the '60s because I'm trying to understand why they still treating it like it. Did y'all see the footage of the lady getting trampled by the horse
No.
or the motherfuckers beating them with the sticks and shit?
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that. They on horseback just whopping dude.
Yeah.
And then they
Okay.
shot,
So
like
then
I
there.
said last week, they shot the reporter with the rubber bullet from Australia, the
Yeah.
Australia reporter.
So
And
there's
then
another video of them motherfuckers. The base, I think it was. I'm not sure if it's the same area, but it was down there in L.A. But I think because the same thing, where like how you saw all the horses and stuff, but they was literally trampled over a lady, bruh. Like walked over because you know what I'm saying with the horses and all the shit, you know, and a combination of like what we saw, like you said, what the officers doing, even with the sticks, like you know, y'all doing that and that's kind of crazy, or you just letting the horse, like y'all know that that's dangerous and what could happen, and then it's just a trip because afterwards after they done marched over her and everything else, then you're gonna see like one of the officers go back to check on her because like, yeah, you just trampled her to death. You know, people die from that. Permanently
we didn't
disabled.
see you. Sorry about that, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
no, yeah, no, but I'm saying, yeah, it was on some shit like that, which is crazy because it's like, nah, you was right there. Y'all literally did that, and like you said, the footage
Ma'am,
of it.
ma'am, you shouldn't have been um fuck obstructing justice.
Yeah, man, they gonna have to do a little better. But Um, I mean, I will say, you know, it done really got out of hand, I
Yeah.
think. But also, I remember we was talking about this though last week, and the stuff I was saying to you did happen because even up here, and I'm just giving insight too, like even right now, like, and over the weekend, there was a bunch of clubs and not just Latin ones, even regular
Yeah,
ones where you know some of us.
they,
No, I'm saying events that have gotten canceled and other stuff in certain places because of the raids and stuff. So
yeah,
it's
but
everybody losing money.
like I was saying, they not just going after Hector and Javier. They going after Bijou, Ahmed, Runjit, um,
Come on, man.
Jude. They're going after Aloysius. They're going after you know what I'm saying? They're going after everyone.
Aloysius, bro.
Aloysius, yeah. There's an Aloysius from Aloysius Johansson. You know what I'm saying?
Johansson.
Johansson.
I ain't heard nobody say Aloysius a hell of a long.
You know, shit. It's people
Oh
getting
man.
if you are not a citizen of America, your ass in trouble. No matter where you from. They're not just going after Mexicans, the Latinos. They're the ones that's being most publicized. They ain't the only ones. They're going after illegal Filipino, illegal Chinese, illegal whatever. You ain't got your paperwork, or you was late on getting your paperwork, and you just waited to get your paperwork till this president got into office. You fucked. And for them people that staying at your family's houses who legal, y'all gotta go.
Wait a minute. Well, who gotta go?
The people who is the illegal people that is staying at their families or friends' houses that is legal, they gotta take their illegal asses out of the facility because you putting everybody on blast. Just like them niggas. If you a friend with an escapee and they go to your house and post a video,
Oh yeah, you
expect
doing
your
five
house to
years.
get hit.
Yeah, you going to jail. Period. Yeah, for aiding and abetting. I know what you're saying.
And so
Harboring a fugitive.
harboring an alien. So you know what I'm saying?
Come
And
on,
an
man.
alien is not just a Mexican. They all of these non-Americans, Australians, New Zealanders, people from Turkey, people from Jordan, not Michael, but from Jordan, the country. People, you know what I'm saying? People from Scandinavia, from the Dutch, Holland, all you people that's out here, uh, turn up, wow, we out here. Yeah, you gonna be out here, and you gonna be having 3 letters coming knocking at your door or appearing at your kid's graduation, which is taking it too far. But you're illegal, and when you're illegal, what happens when they come? They come very disrespectful. So anybody who's been in crime and the police came to your house, they didn't come gently.
Oh yeah, no, they hella disrespectful.
So with that being said, is when you illegal, don't come around me.
Hey, but
Hey,
it makes you think though. What is he like? We were saying before. What is he really trying to do with this country? Because on the flip side, like you said, okay, they are trying to round up people and get them out of the country. But then on the flip side of that, he's telling people, hey, if you got $5 million, or was it 5 billion? It was $5 million to buy the Trump the basically the what was it called? Not like the platinum member, was it the gold member card or whatever to come to the US? You know what I'm talking about? Where it's basically like buying citizenship.
buy your
Wasn't that
citizenship
like
to America. Hmm.
wasn't it like 5 million basically? That was he was charging? And then I know y'all see he just brought out a phone.
Trump
They
got
just
all kind of shit, man. Trump is know what he doing. So I say people too busy looking at the right hand, not looking at the left, looking at the shiny thing in front of you and being about to get stabbed in the back by the shady person in the behind you. Yeah. I could leave you distracted and walk. I could do a whole lot of shit and have a motherfucker distracted while I got my main man walking on the side about to take a motherfucker out because you laughing and giggling at all this other shit and you ain't seeing, you know what I'm saying, the killer that's right up on you. It's just a cold game, man. It's a game of shadows. And we in here. I'm like about to end this because my black ass hungry. I've been at work. I need to find me something to eat. You know what I'm saying? We got
Just say this last thing, not to cut you off,
keep
but like
keep people. Another thing, everybody, get your go find a doctor. Get some kind of health care service because you never know, man. You got to get your body checked. And when you is having an issue, take your ass in there and deal with it for a minute. Yeah, it's gonna take a long time. It's gonna be annoying. You could do something better just sitting at home having a drink or whatever. But it might be that drink you have, it might be the reason you having a problem you have it. Or that blunt you smoke might be the reason you having a problem you have it. Or you might have stubbed your toe or did something that might seem minute to you, but on the inside it fucked you up. Well, get yourself checked out, people. You gotta be here for
y'all wouldn't
somebody.
get.
You know
So
what I'm
y'all
saying?
wouldn't get a Trump. Y'all wouldn't get a Trump phone and an Obama phone.
I never had
I never had an Obama phone, and if Trump giving free phones out, I probably wouldn't even
No,
get that neither.
nah. Trump phone ain't
I
free.
never had no
Trump phone is $500.
I'm done. I'm done.
It's called Trump Mobile. It's a like you said, it's a smartphone. It's $500, and it say you got to put at least $100 down to get the phone.
Just like Trump got his own Twitter. Trump got his own Twitter.
But
But
you never
shit,
know.
man.
It's
Like I
supposed to
say,
launch.
I'm hungry than I'm hungrier than two starving hyenas in a Serengeti.
Uh,
So I got to go before I be looking like starving Marvin from Eternopia.
oh man, I was gonna say, please be careful with your words. We don't need no more email.
Hey man, I'm so hungry. If I was in Africa right now and somebody was on a
Hey,
moped with some KFC, I'll be chasing after that motherfucker.
He might
But
outrun you.
hey, like I said, I don't know. I gotta find me something. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when, like I say, just take care of yourselves, people. We gotta go. I gotta get out of here because I'm I'm gonna start talking a little bit not right because my
I
I ain't
can't think.
right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you ain't right, your things ain't saying right, and I don't need to be saying going left because I've been told I've been going left lately. Oh well, might get a little dark, maybe medieval, but I don't want to get biblical on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be cool. It's your guy, Beefy McFly. I'm one more year older. This time I didn't go too far. I just chilled, spent some time with the family, contemplated on things, and had to keep myself from committing a crash out. I'll get back to that later on another day, at another time, because I was ready to crash. And we got your guy Creeper Knievel. He didn't get harassed by the hideous one just today. So some hideous heathens will be around one day or another, never tell. You got the tycoon, who's that's the AI. He's an AI. He's not a real person, y'all. He's just an AI. That's why he's there. And it's been the Booster Take Show. I'm your guy, Beefy McFly. Follow on all platforms. You can reach us at the Booster Take Show on every single social media outlet there is. Check it on YouTube. And in 2 weeks, I think, maybe less, maybe about 12 days, be at the Barbary Coast. Come celebrate and do it
Oh
for the
yeah, for
Bay.
sure.
Make it
Yeah,
happen
man, it's going down.
and keep it
We
cracking.
might. You know what? I was gonna ask you about that too. You want to give away some tickets on the show?
Shit. I ain't
We'll talk.
tripping. We talk about it tomorrow because I'm about to go fucking I'm about to hang up with you motherfuckers. And I'm
For
about to go
sure.
find me something. Because yeah. I'm hungry, man. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. So I enjoyed you people. It's been a wonderful day, wonderful time. More shit happening. World keep going crazy. And I just gotta keep myself on this anti-crash out. Nobody crash out for the 2025. Anti. Think about it before you crash. Put your life seatbelt on. That's it. Because as Creep said, We don't need you to do a what? What was that? Funk. What was that flex? A fake flex? Funk flex?
Flex offender.
Don't be a flex
Right.
offender. You know what I'm saying?
Flex offender.
Remember.
What's wrong with being a flex offender, though?
You an offender? You can. So
Like, it's like when you flex for wrong doing. You feel me? You do wrong shit.
I mean,
And then you use it as a flex, so now you a flex offender. Or if you back on your homie in the name of a female, and then talk about like you a flex offender.
okay. So
yeah,
don't be
that's
acting like
legit.
you got something and you flexing on some shit, and then let's say you proud you got your house and you talking all this shit, but your house is dirty.
Right.
Well, that's not flex offender because you have the opportunity to clean your house and bring it up to the potential of what you want that house to be. You feel me? That's not flex offending. Flex offending is when you ride around like you a baller, like you have it, you got money, a fresh little house, but all that was empty. You never grinded, you never it's not wrong. Parenting things, but don't use it as a flag to act like you're better than somebody or to look at somebody else and be like, how come it's taking you so long to get up to my level, even though I didn't have to work? That's what I mean by flex offending.
All right. Okay. All right.
There's a lot of flex offenders in this room.
So we're gonna. That's we gotta figure out. We gotta figure out how to work that out. And put that together and put that on the market. All right, that was trademark and first heard here June 16th, no 17th, 2025. If it ain't made by one of us three, y'all owe. So I'm gone. My guys is gone. Everybody have a good one. We'll see y'all in 2 hours. I'll give a report about me going to. I got some hospital visits I have to do because of the accident, and so I'll be talking about my visits at these hospitals tomorrow. It's your guy, Beefy McFly. There will be a giveaway. Check all the platforms, and you might win. If you from out of state or a different country, we can't pay for your ticket to get out here.
Not at all.
So I'm just saying, because we got fans in France, we got fans in Africa, we got people that listen in different parts of America. I'm just saying. It ain't on my bill. I can't afford a Southwest for you, an Allegiant, a Spirit, none of it. I ain't even getting you on Soul Plane. I'm out. And we see there go the AI human. That's your first ever AI human tycoon. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's the everywhere man. And we got formerly known as Creed.
Nah, you know sometimes.
And I'm your man from the future. The 29-year-old Stimp Beefie. Peace, love, and hair grease. Oh, I gotta find me something